All right, here we are. Hey, look at that.
Hello,
The one and only
Ali.
Allie in the house. Yeah. All right, Allie, how are you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing good.
Hey, you know what? I saw your performance yesterday.
Yup.
I took some video of it, and I want to have to tell you that you had like a big moped.
Are you for real?
No, just kidding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yesterday it was good. It was hot, but it was definitely not my best.
No, you did really, really well because you have to understand there was a lot of things that were going on wrong.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things that were interrupted, but that's what artists overcome. Trust me, it's happened time and time again. The key thing is this: things get messed up, things get in the way, but as long as the fans don't know, that is when you win. That is when the fans are like, man, this chick is awesome.
hmm
I think the only time that they knew anything that was wrong was when that piece of grass went into your mouth.
I don't know. I choked on it and I stopped singing for a good 15 seconds.
You know, and you were like, oh my gosh. And I was like, yeah, it was grass. You're like, is it a bug? No, it was some grass.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But no, it was really, really good. I'm so excited for you. You've got your merch set up right now. You're fixing to set up your merch.
Yes.
And so talk to me. What do you got over there at your merch table?
We have koozies, shirts, pictures with me on it, of course.
Of course.
And yeah, go check it out. It's good over there. You can take pictures with me. Yeah.
Yeah, see, and she doesn't have the good merch, which is pictures of me. No, just kidding. No. She's got some pictures. Do you perform today?
No.
No, when's your next performance?
In Poteet.
Poteet, yeah, okay. But she's here for the autographs and everything else. And then afterwards, I'm gonna go ahead and have a couple of merch over here, so that way, in case you didn't get to see her, we'll have some here, so that way we can go ahead and give that away. That I'm gonna go ahead and purchase as giveaways from Allie herself. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of that.
Yes.
But one of the things that I do want to say is congratulations. Your single's doing really, really good, even though
Thank you.
it's been cooking, girl. That's why I say let it go. Sometimes people want to hurry up. No. Let it cook. You got to let it cook. And it's a good song. It's a really, really good song. You performed it yesterday. The band is excellent. Obviously, you have Miguelito as your drummer,
Yes, that was awesome.
and he just killed it. You know, you got some new band members that were just consummate musicians, and they really allowed you to let your vocals shine, which is a plus. Because band members are not there to show up the singer. The singer,
Yeah.
the singer's the picture. The band members are the frame. So it's really good. How are you feeling this year as opposed to last year performing?
I think this year I was a lot more confident with myself, and last year I was barely, it was my first time performing with that band last year, and I wasn't I don't want to say not confident, because I was confident, but I just feel like I was a lot more confident this time. I don't know.
Well, I mean, also experience breeds confidence. Because you've been doing it a while, and then you have the immeasurables because you performed several other times. You've had different crowds in front of you that have been there, that have that you've performed in front of. So you've gotten a little bit more seasoned, which is always great. Now, I know you get asked this question a lot, but it's because of the fact that you're still young and you're still in school. And I've asked you this question myself, but what are your classmates saying about your success? Do they even understand the capacity of where you're at?
So just recently, I started getting some feedback from friends, because I would hear just little things like, oh, this and that said this about you, but it would just be little things. But now everybody seems to be supporting me.
Well, it's because you're good.
And my friend, well, she's like acquaintance. She have her in some classes, and she was like, I'm so proud of you. You've came so far, and you're so young, and nobody knows that you do this, but the people that are so close to you. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, that is cool. It's kind of funny that one of the things that I do all the time is that I'm doing my thing, And people are like, "Shut up! You wrote part of that?" And I was like, yeah, but why? Because I can.
Because I wanted to.
I'm like, as it was there. But it's okay. I mean, we don't have to show off. We don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
We can just
that's
be what we are and just be who we are. The humility part of it, I think it makes it better. I've always disliked people that are show offs. I've always disliked people that want to remain picture time. That want to be show offs and stuff like that. They don't need that. But you know what? You come from a great family. You know I love your grandparents to death. You know, and your mom and dad are the sweetest people on the planet. And they don't like me, but that's okay.
Mhm.
They do like me. You said, "Oh, they hate you."
Oh wait, no. Oh my gosh.
It's a joke, kid. It's a joke. No, but and Shelly, I've known Shelly for forever and a day. She's a sweetheart, and you've got a great crew working around you. So, what's your next move, kiddo? What's next for you?
Next, we're gonna get back in the studio with Shelly. Oh, look at the bubbles. We're
It's coming from the
gonna
new kid. Right there.
we're gonna do something new, mariachi. Super excited for that, just to really show people what I got with vocal wise, and yeah, super excited.
Now, you have to remind people how old you are. How old are you?
14.
14 years old. You know what I was doing when I was 14?
What were you doing?
Mostly sleeping.
Oh, I do that too.
No. That's about it. School and sleeping.
And mine is school, sleep, and music.
Yeah, my greatest accomplishment was learning how to tie my shoes when I was 14.
I don't know how to tie my shoes.
You wear boots.
I wear boots, but I don't know how to tie my shoes. That's true. That's real.
Yeah, definitely. But no, that's really cool. I mean, it's a great accomplishment and everything else. You should be proud of yourself and understand that there's a lot of people that are pulling for you, hoping the best for you because of the fact that like I told you the last time, this is a tough business that we're in, and it's a hard business, but it can be a great business when you have the right people behind you, you have the right mentality. And you know what? I just interviewed Jaime Vianda not too long ago, just like earlier today. One of the things he said that was really awesome, and this guy, he's 60 years old, and he's been doing it since he was 15. He said the one thing that motivated him was to constantly try to be better. That's what he wanted to do, was be better. That's what he wanted to do. Valdemar Munoz says Las Cruces supports Ali.
Hello.
Wow, there you go, brother. I'm sorry, I had the comments turned off. Elisa Jimenez, she's all the way from Arizona saying hello. There you go.
Hello.
So, but yeah, that's the one thing, when you have that motivation to try to be better, that's awesome. And that's what I always aspire to be. I know I'm an old goat, but, I always try to be better. Believe it or not, I really do. And it's just because that's my mentality. And it's kind of silly sometimes. My kids think I'm crazy because I have 4 college degrees and I speak 7 languages, and they're like, "Why do you want to learn more?" And I was like, "Because I can."
Yeah.
Because
you want to.
Yeah, why not? And they can take your life, they can take your money, they can take your house, they can take your car, they can take your significant other, but they'll never take your brain. They'll never take what you learn. So do that. And be good and be honest. And I hate the fact that I'm always sounding like I'm trying to give you advice, but that's what I do with everybody. So please don't take insult by that. But you know what? It was a great show that you had yesterday, and you know what? For being so young, you have great facility of your show. Which, for those people that don't understand what it is that I'm trying to say, is that she doesn't just stand there in front of the stage and just sing. She works the crowd. She's got great facility of the show. She knows how to entertain. It's an entertaining show. It's not just her standing there going, "Come on, la flor." So she does a lot more. Everybody's taking her picture.
I know.
I know. It's just because I have my hair down. It's so beautiful right now. So, and I was like, it's a good idea to keep my hair down because my son was burning my neck yesterday. So I was like, no, I'm gonna leave it down. But as soon as we got here, the wind is blowing, and it's like, oh,
I
yeah, it's like
know.
so bad. But yeah, so you got Poti coming up next. You've got hopefully you've got a music video coming out here pretty
Hopefully,
soon.
yes.
Hopefully we'll have something that uh, great working with Shelly Lares. So if they want to get a hold of you some more, then what else can they do?
On all digital platforms at Ali's World 10, y'all can check me out on all digital platforms from the music as well. And yeah, on Instagram, Ali's World 10.
All right, and don't forget that she's got her artist booth set up. I'm here on Media Row, and you can come and check me out. I'm
Check
here,
it out.
and she's actually right adjacent to me. Adjacent means not in front, but a little to the left or to the right. She's adjacent to me to the left. But you come on over. You see my flag, and I'll point you directly to her. She's got a lot of great merch. That's how you support your artists. That's how you help them out. It's okay to stream their music, but the best thing for you to do is go out there and buy their merch. You go out there and support them by showing up to their shows. That's how you do it. That's how you support these artists. The best way to do it. So, with that being said, Ali, do you have anything else that you want to share, sweetheart?
No, I'm good
You're good.
for
All
now.
right.
Maybe
Thank you so
tomorrow.
very much. Hopefully, I'll get to show up at your quinceañera with all my gear and
Hopefully.
no, just kidding. What am I gonna do at your quinceañera? I don't even know how to dance.
I'll teach you.
No, I do Native American dances.
Well, we can do that too.
Yeah, because y'all dance cumbias in a circle, so do my people. We don't dance cumbias, but we dance in a circle. Yeah, it's cool. So, yeah, it was really, really awesome. You did a great job. I am so
Thank
proud of
you.
you.
Thank
You
you.
did an awesome job. I did take some video of it, and I'm going to send it to you. And I hope that you like it. I hope that you like the big results. With that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pause for the cause, try to get another artist out here. That is the one and only Ali.
Bye, guys.
Her show, Ali and Grupo Road. When you ever get the opportunity to go out there and check her out, man, because it's a great show. Great vocals. It's a good variety show, by the way. I know she's known for the power vocals and everything else, but she does cumbia, she does everything. And it's really, really good. And she's got a great band behind her as well. Very clean,
Yes.
very professional. It's not what you think. Yes, she's young, but it's professional, it's good. And there were a ton of people here enjoying it. Lots of claps. We'll see y'all next time. We'll be right back after this. We'll put you on pause. Indio on the radio, Cuba Radio, and then we're also live on 7 different streaming platforms, and we're live on Roku, live here at Fanfare with one of the most entertaining, beautiful artists in the conjunto industry in Tejano, conjunto music industries. They're one of the best persons I know, one of the finest people, and your husband's not bad too. He's a cool guy.
Not at all.
The one and only Cindy Ramos. Yay!
Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone.
There you go. So, sweetheart, how have you been?
I'm good. I'm tired. So we had been here since Thursday, and today I said, let's just go out and eat.
Yeah, just enjoy yourself.
So we're having some corn. We just had some of those potatoes on a stick. Oh, they're so good.
You know what? Here in San Antonio, I had an experience that I didn't know what a corn in a cup was.
Oh, it's the best. And you know, now I saw it right now where we got it. You can get you can put takis on it and flaming hots on it and all these things. I'm like, oh, this is something different. We don't have that in Laredo.
I've never had a corn in a cup before.
They're so good. You have to try one.
No.
Okay.
Sorry. No, my business partner, Buddy, from It's Tejano Time, we went to Taco Palenque.
Oh, yeah. Taco Palenque is awesome.
Yeah, and so we went there, and he's like, why here? And I was like, because this is where Monica Saldivar always takes me.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's her
it's
favorite
so
place.
good.
And so I was just going to get some breakfast there. And he's like, oh, I'm going to get a corn in a cup. And I was like, what? And then he got mad at me. He didn't get mad at me. He was just flabbergasted. He's like, oh, my God, I cannot believe you've never had a corn in a cup.
They're so good.
And I was like, why would I have a corn in a cup? You've lived in Texas and this and this and that. You've never had a corn in a cup. I was like, dude, I grew up in Vancourt, Texas. We had a population of 243,000 sheep
Okay.
and 22,000 goats and like 5 people.
Wow. Okay.
That's it. You know, we had more dogs than people there. So, no. And then plus also, I didn't grow up in Mexico. I was a Native American. So what was that good? We had fry bread, you know.
Wow.
So
Yeah, that's different.
yeah, so I was like, I don't know what a corn in the cup is. And he brought it out. And I was like, oh my God. And it was just,
They're
it was
so good. You got to try one.
yeah,
There's
and,
several stands here that are selling them.
and then also here it was at during Fanfare, but it was over by I don't know what event I was at, but Sebi's wife, she's like, you need to try a chicken on a stick.
Oh, we tried that one year. We don't have that in Laredo. So we tried it one year, and I was actually looking for it. I can't find it. But they said they always have them here at Fanfare. They're so good as well.
I didn't know what a chicken on a stick was. I was
Well,
like,
this is chicken on a stick.
yeah, I was like, you mean like it's got a bone? So they were like, no, it's
like a chicken breast or something.
yeah, it's like a
Because they put it on
giant
a stick.
chicken nugget
Yeah,
on
yeah,
a
that's
stick.
what it is. Literally,
So,
that's what it is.
yay. So it just didn't make sense to me. So it was what it was. And so, but anyway, that's enough about food. So
Yeah.
how are you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good. We are so excited because we had a lot of feedback. I was waiting to interview with you also on Thursday at the gala, but you had a whole line of people. And I got to say, your little area was really attractive. Really, really nice. So
Oh, well,
it
thank
looked
you.
very professional, really nice. So, well, at least I get to do it here. But we're good. We're good. We got a lot of feedback from our new single, Perdóname, and it's doing pretty good. We're excited. We're excited.
Well, I know it's one of my favorites that I play, you know,
Yeah.
because, you know, I mean, first of all, let me make it clear. I do not, even though I like songs or artists more than others, I am not prejudiced in my music. I believe that good music needs to be heard. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
I let the people decide. But rotation is what rotation. It is what it is. And when you're on my hot list, it's because I pay attention to the music. And for me, I don't see it's really hard to do a top 10 and stuff like that
Uh-huh.
because
Oh
you're,
yeah, I remember you told us.
yeah, you allow people to vote, and you know how to keep it
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
integrity. But I can see who clicks on,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
look for the music, and that's how I'm able to better discern what songs are hot. And then on top of that, I also have like 10 or 15 DJs that also can that have the music and they play it at the clubs, and they'll tell me, hey, this weekend these were hot. These were really
Wow.
killing it.
Hi.
And so that's what I do. So that's what I do.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
But that's how I know it. And but you know what? I've always been a fan of your music. I've always been a fan of you.
Thank you.
I've yet to see you do a full show.
Oh,
Uh,
you
uh,
haven't seen our show?
I've seen you perform a couple of times, but I've only caught glimpses of it because
You
it's been
have to see
transit.
it. You have
Yeah.
to see it. Actually, this year, 2025, we changed the whole set. The songs that we play, so it's gonna be a little bit different. We gotta add the new singles that we just released. So we changed it up a bit, and it's a lot better. A lot better. It's cool. You gotta see it. You have to catch a show.
Well, most definitely, I've reached out to Omar and I've given him some ideas of how I wanted to capture it. I
Yeah.
wanted to bring my cameras out there to kind of,
That would be
do
so
something. Yeah, just
awesome.
just to see. I do it for the love of what it is that I do, so that's why. And I love supporting artists, and stuff like that. But uh, uh, Omar does such a great job of
Oh, he
capturing
does. He
your
does.
show, and so your media. First of all, go ahead and let people know where they can go ahead and see
So
your
you can see all our videos, everything, all the shows that we've done. They're on YouTube. We were just talking about that. My husband has about 260 videos on YouTube on my channel. We had no idea. So if y'all want to see any of the shows, some of the clips are full shows, and others are just glimpses or reels. I think that he calls them stories. I'm not sure.
yeah
Shorts or something like that.
yeah
But
YouTube
they're
shorts.
really nice because he edits everything, and it sounds and it looks so good. Some of them, of course, are raw, but you gotta catch it. Go to our YouTube channel, Cindy Ramos y su conjunto. Check it out. You're gonna love the videos, the music that you see there as well.
Yeah, and it gives you a glimpse of the show, what it is live. Now remember, that's why I always tell people, when you go to a show, put this down,
Yeah.
put it down, because this will never compare to what you remember. You're gonna show your friend, hey, check it out, man, Cindy was kicking some butt. Oh, wait, I don't remember it being like this. No, there was like lights, because it's a see that little bitty thing, that's a camera. How is that going to capture what your eyeball sees? How is that going to capture what my $5,000 camera does? It's not. So just enjoy yourself. You know what? Go find that real cute girl that you like, that you saw when you walked in with the pink dress. Go ask her to dance instead of wasting your time with the cell phone. Or go ask that cute guy with the cowboy hat and the rolled up shirt. Ask him to dance. Enjoy yourself. Make a memory instead of wasting your time recording it to share with your friends that are probably standing right next to you and recording the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a it's not a rainbow. I always tell people it's not a rainbow, and they're like, "What do you mean a rainbow?" Did you know that a rainbow is unique to every person?
Oh wow! No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. A rainbow has to be 42 degrees, 42.4 degrees in order for you to see a rainbow.
Uh-huh.
But it is only directly to you. So the way you see a rainbow, the person standing next to you is not going to see it the exact same way, because it's visual specific. And then also, a rainbow is a full circle,
Oh, okay.
but because of the curvature of the earth, we only see half of it.
Uh-huh. Cool.
People think like, why are you crazy that way? I can't help it, but it's the truth. So anyway, but yeah, but you got a lot of great content out there. And you've got I got some shirts. I gave them away. I bought some shirts from you. I gave them
Thank
away.
you to your listeners. They always log in. They're always here. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I bought some in Vegas and I gave those away. So
Oh,
but
thank you.
where do they need to go to find some merch or get
you
some more
can find
information?
us. Yeah, you can find us on Facebook. We do a lot of orders on Facebook, so you can look for us in Ramos y su conjunto. You can see some of the images of our merchandise there, and just DM us. We'll give you, information where you can either send money or anything, or if you just want to get some posters, we got a lot of posters. We can send them out. Those are, of course, are not charged. They're free. But yeah, just contact us. We also have a YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, of course, Facebook, and I think that's all my husband has. He's the one that runs everything. But you can DM us also if you'd like information and like to book. You can always also DM us on social media platforms.
And one of the things is that Omar's very active.
He's very active.
And he'll be sure to get you get back with you, if not right away, within a day or so. So give him some time to respond to you, especially on the weekends. Got to remember they got to work, so
Yeah.
you give him some time to respond. But she's also available for you to get her to your shows if you have like a wedding or a quinceañera or stuff like that. Yes, she is Cindy Ramos, the Cindy Ramos, but yes, she will do your wedding. She will do your quinceañera.
Of
You know,
course.
she's for her fans. So
Yes.
just give her a buzz, let her know, and hopefully you can have the one and only perform at your event, because that's what we do. We try to do it for our fans, and that's what we want to do. Um,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, girlfriend, I think I am so ecstatic about what's in store for you, because you just keep blowing it up. You keep doing it.
Well, we try. We try. It's hard, of course. It takes a lot of our personal time, a lot of sacrifice. But all of us in the group, we're a family, and we do it because we love it for the love of music, and it works out. So far, it's worked out, and we've got so much new music coming out, original music, which is what you've been listening to on Perdóname. That's an original song, and we're excited. We're excited for everyone to listen to what we've got. We're just gonna finalize it, and hopefully in the next 2 months we'll be releasing a new single.
Okay, well, there you have it from the one and only, the gorgeous. And yes, I said gorgeous because he's not standing around here. I ain't afraid of right. I ain't afraid of him. He's not that. No. I always tell you how beautiful you are.
Thank you
'Cause it's
so
true.
much. Thank
And
you.
if there's anything that you need, I am here for you. as always,
Likewise. Anything that you need, you let us know.
The one and only Cindy Ramos. Be sure you go to her shows, you buy her merch. That is how you support your favorite artist. You go to their shows and you buy their merch. That's a king. That guy's wearing a crown. But yeah, you go to their shows, you buy their merch, and that's how you support your artist. Cindy Ramos, the one and only, the queen of conjunto. But even more than that, she is a consummate artist, a performer, a perfectionist, and a great all-around person. So go out there, support your artist, man. Make sure that you give them the love, and buy their merch. That's the way that you can help them immediately. And Patricia Vargas says hi and love you, Cindy
Hey,
Ramos.
weren't you here, Patricia?
Yeah, where'd you go, girl?
I was looking for you, girlfriend.
Well, we were trying to get her over here, and she was having problems making arrangements and stuff like that.
Oh, next
Trust me.
time. We'll go to Houston very soon.
Yeah, trust me, she was trying to get over here, and that's the whole plan. She's part of the crew.
I know.
Yeah, she's part of the
we
crew.
missed you, Barbie.
Yeah, but we'll do the best we can as always.
Yes.
All right, we're going to put pause for the cause. We'll be right back with another artist and the one and only Cindy Ramos. Thank you so very much, sweetheart.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
guys, it's Indio on the radio, live on QO Radio and on QO TV and on all of our social media sites. We've got one amazing artist who has been setting ablaze the music in Tejano for years. But I tell you what, she looks like she just started about a couple of years ago because she's gorgeous from top to bottom. For all of my guys that are listening all around, you guys in Tokyo, you guys over there at United Arab Emirates, I guarantee you, you're going to wish that you had logged in to watch this one person because this is the one, the only Miss Stephanie Montiel. How are you doing, beautiful?
Hi, I'm doing great. It's so nice to be out here. It's crazy windy. What is going on
I
in San Antonio?
know.
Y'all brought the weather over here. That West
It's the West Texas, yes. You are right. You know what? I've heard that like all day.
But you know what? It's so nice. Like, it really is nice. It's not too crazy. The weather is really nice as far as, you know, the temperature is really, really, really like calm for San Antonio this time of year. So I'm liking it. I can handle this. You know, we'll deal with the hair later. Oh, that's good.
Well, I will tell you this, that yesterday it was super, super hot. And they told me, get here early, Indio. I want you to put up your tent and do all this other stuff. Got here early. The tent was great because it was blocking the sun, but man, it was so hot.
Yeah.
No breeze whatsoever. I know I'm Native American, but that doesn't mean I like to be in the sun. Come on, you know. I'm talking muddy waters invented electricity. We got some aircon, you know. So, you know, Ford invented air conditioning. So I'm just kidding.
Got to take advantage of
Yeah,
that.
I know we did. But anyway, it was hot. But today is better. It's overcast, but the wind is really, really bad. It's not as bad. By the way, I do want to say for those people in West Texas, my hometown, and also over there in Odessa and Midland, y'all guys, y'all be careful out there. If you don't have to drive in that dust, don't do it. There's, I think we had 25 accidents in our area yesterday.
Oh no! We're gonna blow away over here, y'all.
I know. It's horrible. I'm sorry, guys. I do apologize. This is the best that we can do right now. We'll try to make it as comfortable as possible for Stephanie. By the way, so you're going to be performing here tonight, later on tonight.
We are. We're going to be out here on the Civic stage. We're closing out the show tonight. So headlining Fanfare 2025 Saturday night. So 11 p.m. We'll be on the Civic stage. So if you guys are just coming into town, make sure you get here early and come straight over here so you can party with us and have some big energy with the Big Energy tour that we're promoting right now.
And just to remind you, the Civic stage is the biggest stage that's here at Fanfare this year, 2025. Lots of lovely grass, plenty of place for you to sit down. There is some shade here. I said shade. Yeah, nomás es da some shade.
Oh, Mexicano, shade.
I saw rubbing off on me. But yeah, there are some trees here. There is some shade, but it's overcast, so you don't need to worry about the sun as much. But there's plenty of places for you. There's some food vendors here.
Yes.
How about your merch? Are you going to have your merch there?
We have our merch booth. We're actually signing autographs right now. Well, not right this second, but
Yeah.
we do have our merch booth. We have brand new the tour posters, the tour T-shirts. I mean, everything new for the new tour, the Big Energy 2025 tour. So y'all can come on out, check that out, and get yourself some new stuff you want to merch.
And what I love about what you do is you, first of all, if you've not, that's because that's Chris. That's Energy, DJ Energy over there.
Angelo, baby.
I know. And Chris is like, I'm over here, and I was like, dude, I'm doing my radio show. And he's like, oh, I'm over here. Come over when you can. I was like, I'm doing it all day.
That is so funny. I love
So I'm
it.
sure he's watching. He's like, oh,
Grisel, my girl Grisel.
I know Grisel. She's beautiful, wonderful.
She is. I
There's
love her.
Borrado. He said, hey, B, how you doing? Let's see here. Oh, and Jennifer Lynn also. She's
Hi, everyone.
saxophonist general. Yeah, she also has a song out. But real quick, you got your merch out here. You've got your show that you're doing. And but what I was saying was, I love the fact that you always have a great show. If you haven't seen her show, what's wrong with you? You know,
Yes,
I mean,
what's wrong with you?
what's wrong with you? Because this is like the best show that you. I mean, you never underperform ever.
Well, thank you.
Even
we strive to do the best that we can every single time and bring something unique and different to every single show, whether it be new music or dance moves or just anything with crowd participation. But we always strive to give you a different show every single time you come see us, because we don't want you guys to get bored. We want to just engage our crowd. We want you to have a fun time, and we want to bring the big energy.
You know what? And I have to give you full props because of the fact that you are one of the most generous artists that I've ever met. And I've been doing this for a very long time. I remember your black and white music video, way back. I remember interviewing you when, you were in the limousine, and it was like 20 years ago. You're like, don't shoot my toes.
I said my shows. Please don't shoot my toes.
Yeah. But I mean, you've always been this very kind and generous artist, and especially with other artists as well. And you're very true to who you are. You've got great character, and you've got great people around you. I mean, good God Almighty, Gabriel is just a wonderful person.
I don't know what I'd do without my man. He's incredible, and he just, he takes so much of the burden off of every part, every aspect of what we do, and he's just a godsend. He's truly a godsend.
I know. I think the only time that he really made me upset was a couple of years ago. He said, I took a picture of myself and I got to lose some weight. I was like, dude. Are you kidding me? You're like, he's like freaking 8 shades of handsome, and I'm like freaking, come on, man, look at me.
I have to agree with him. He is handsome. I have to agree with you. He is handsome.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
but you're handsome too.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I have this dream that I'm like super gorgeous when I wake up, and I look at myself in the mirror every morning and go, oh, I'm still him.
Stop. No, you're great.
But no, you've got you all every year you come up with a good a theme for your shows. Last year was awesome. It was
Thank you. It was so fun.
It was so fun.
Yes.
Everything else. And your daughter, she's playing the timbales with all the glitter and everything else. It was wonderful. I have great video of that. I think I've sent it to you. I'm not sure. But this one, it's we can expect more of that, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Yes. Like I said, the tour is called the Big Energy Tour. So we are definitely bringing that tonight. This year is all neon and bright lights and neon lights. And so it's good. Lots of fringe and flying, outfits and stuff like that. So yeah. We're going to have fun.
And I want to give you congratulations because you won Entertainer of the Year, but that is deserving and a little late, I think. You should have been winning it a long time ago.
Well, thank you. I get everything in its time, and I don't do it for the accolades or for the awards. It's not about that for me. I love what I do, and I'm passionate about it. And if we win awards, that's fantastic. But if not, I'm still going to put over 300% into everything that I do at every show. It doesn't matter if the sound is bad. It doesn't matter if there's 2 people there. It doesn't matter if there's 10,000 people there. We're always going to give you an incredible show because that's what we're there for.
Very, very awesome, and it's very, very true because I've been there. I can attest to the fact that it's a great show. Your sister's just as amazing. I'm gonna get her one time to talk to me on camera.
Yeah, she was being so shy. And Dio invited her, and she's like, "No, I'm shy." I don't want to do it."
And I was like, "I'm gonna get you one of these." She's like, "I know him."
She's the quiet one. She's quiet. But she's not. When she's with us, she's the crazy one. She's always laughing, always joking, always she's a character.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, everyone has their own calling, and it's fine. It's wonderful. But you know what? She does her contribution. By the way, your daughter and her song.
Thanks. Thank you. I'm so proud of her. My daughter Lily Bea. She's just released. It's been a couple of months already, but she's just doing so wonderful. And that's the hard thing about coming into an industry where we've been in this so long, and a lot of people are like, why did she change her name? Because her name is Ailea Zavala, and a lot of y'all know her because she's been, of course, around the industry for many years, and then started performing with us. And she really wanted to. I'm looking. I see my album, my little when I was a little girl.
Let me see that.
That's so crazy.
Let me see the album real quick.
Hi, Rob. How are you, love?
Look at that.
Yay. Do I look the same?
This is New Mexico, Stephanie.
Oh, that's so crazy. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah, that's super cool. But so yes, we've been around a long time, been doing this a long time, and so my daughter says, I don't want to come into this and think that I'm just gonna have a platform or a space.
Right, yeah.
And she says I want to do my own thing and I want to work hard at it. And that is one thing, is she is such a hard worker. She is disciplined and she will do whatever it takes. I've never seen anyone with the drive and the discipline that she has.
I can vouch for her transformation because I've seen her sing back up with you. I mean, I remember when she was a dancer, and then she started singing back up with you. The next thing you know, she's playing timbales, and then she's doing a couple of songs during your show by herself, as the lead singer. And now here she is. And when she came out as Lily Bella, I was like, is that? But you have to understand how I hear music as a Native American. Spanish is I learned it in college. So I hear music first, and then I translate the lyrics later. So I'm always listening to the structure of the music. And I was like, man, this music is so well put together. I like the vocals, and I love the structure of the song. And that's what I was critiquing the song and in general. I didn't really know who the artist was. I was just liking the music. I don't say it's from this way. I don't give any credit to any way for the person, the singer. I don't, as far as the person that's actually doing it. For me, it's the music and the vocals and how it's arranged and all this other stuff. But anyway, I was like, no. And I was like, who is this? And I was like, Lily Bella, I don't know who this is. And then I looked at the promo picture and I was like, why do I know this face? And then I was like, oh my God.
Yes, my baby girl.
So, I mean, she blew me away, and I was just evaluating her just without any preconceived notions of who she was.
And that's the crazy thing about her. I mean, she's been a performer for many years. She grew up dancing. She was a dancer for the San Antonio Spurs, the San Antonio Talons. She then went on tour with a cover band out of Dallas, and they did primarily all, I guess, like private events, corporate events. So they would perform for 4 hours straight. And this girl, let me tell you, she's a choreographer. She's a dancer. So she knows what she's doing up there on the stage. And so I can't wait to see like what she brings when she's just the one center stage, and I'm going to be a proud mama, just screaming and yelling with my camera.
Yeah, most definitely. So, going back to you've got your tour going on. You're going to be performing here tonight. Where's the next performance? If they aren't here to get a hold of you, remember, we're 132 countries.
Yes, that's so awesome. Super, super cool. So we're going to be all over Texas this year. We're actually traveling a lot this year as well. We're going to Arizona. We're going to New Mexico. We're going to Idaho. We are heading up to Washington. We're also going to Colorado. And fingers crossed, if everything goes well, up to the Midwest as well. So still working on a lot.
Your website again?
StephanieMontiel.com, and it's STEFANI and then MONTIEL.com.
Yeah, just remember it's an F, not a PH.
Yes.
Yeah, people get that wrong sometimes, but no, it's an F. She really does. And because people are like, hey man, she didn't pay for it, man. It's not dude, it's an F, not a PH. So be sure you go out and check it out. The best way you can support your favorite artists is go to their shows and buy their merch. That's what you need to do. Streaming music is great. Don't get me wrong. It's okay. But they earn less than a penny, less than half a penny, less than a quarter of a penny. The best thing for you to do is go to their shows, buy their merch, support them that way. Stephanie Montiel always puts on a great show. I can guarantee you of that. I've never gone to a show where it wasn't great, where it wasn't exciting, it wasn't well put together. Even at TMA, oh my gosh, y'all guys did such a great job. And
Thank you.
And I need to send you the video of where you and Gabriel did that one song at Tejano Mundial. And that was such a beautiful song. It was great.
Thank you.
And that was a beautiful dress, by the way.
I appreciate it. I wanted something that was, demure and that was mindful of what we were doing there. And of course, there was a tribute to Johnny Canales and some of the other wonderful people that we've lost in our industry. And so I wanted to make sure that it was, something that was appropriate. So,
it was wonderful. So anyway, the one and only Stephanie Montiel. Thank you so very much, guys. Just remember, StephanieMontiel.com with an F, not with a PH. Go and check her out. She's going to be performing here at the Civic Stage. It's the largest stage, so if you come in, it's going to be right next to the convention center, and that's where you're going to be able to find her. She's going to have her merch. Go out there and celebrate. And I tell you what, this woman is going strong, and it's the what was the name of the show, the tour again?
Big Energy.
Big
Big Energy
Energy.
2025.
There you
Yes.
go, the one and only Stephanie Mundial, guys.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Love you guys.
All right,
Appreciate you. Keep
we're
the
gonna put
Hella
you
Music
on-
alive out there, y'all.
There you go. We're gonna put you on pause. We'll bet you with another artist right after this. All right, all right, all right. Indio on the radio, Cubo Radio, live on 6 different streaming platforms, live on Cubo Radio, live on Cubo TV, live on anything that I can get my hands on. I got a good friend here, a local entrepreneur, DJ extraordinaire, the one and only Mr. DJ Energy himself.
Hey, what's up?
Chris Fernandez.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Big Daddy?
Not much, man. Just out here enjoying some music, spinning a little bit, playing some music for the fans out here, man. All the crazy people out here, man. Just having a good time.
Now, you were at the Hot Tejano stage?
Yeah, I think it's like the Mexican something stage.
Yeah, the Mexican stage. Yeah, you were spinning
yeah.
some tunes. You're from my hometown of San Angelo, Texas.
Yes, sir.
And but you've got a new venture there in San Angelo, Texas.
Yeah.
It's a new party spot. But you know what? One of the great things about Tejanos that a lot of people don't understand, and I'm gonna preface this real quick. I was with Shelly Lattes, and we were I don't remember where we were. But the guy, he was the guy that booked us. He was with he just come down from California, and he wanted her to do mostly country music. And he's like, well, we can find you a country band. She's like, why do I need a country band? She goes, because your band plays Tejano music. And she goes, my band can play it. And he's like, what? She's like, yeah, all Tejano bands can play country. They can play rock. They can play anything.
Yeah, we sometimes get pigeonholed, dude. You know what I mean? People know us for a certain thing, and they don't give us the proper credit, I guess, until we take the opportunity to let them know. But yeah, man, I mean, I've had there, even just there in town, for the longest time, I worked there at Suajito. So for the longest, everybody just associated me with like Tejano, they're like, they didn't realize I could do all this other stuff too. So with the times there in San Angelo, I've had to kind of, change my style a little bit to kind of fit, wherever I'm at, because I do like different evening or different formats, different venues or what have you, man. But, it's the same thing. I wouldn't get calls initially because everybody thought that, I did this specific thing and that was it, so then you kind of open your eyes. They're like, whoa, you can do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's how they were, with Shelly and whatnot.
Yeah.
So.
That's actually with a lot of them. I mean, that's what they are with me. Wait, what do you mean? You've been nominated for Music Video of the Year. It's like, yes. And then, Song of the Year too. And but awesome. It's the thing that's really awesome is that you put your talents together. You've proven that you are a talent to be considered, and so now you are opening up a new place in San Angelo.
Yes, sir.
It is musically centered. You are going to be playing some Tejano. It's not going to be a Tejano place, but it's going to be a musically centered place, and that's what is really awesome.
Yeah.
But we have to support each other as far as the people of color, and we are the Latin community, and that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
If we don't support each other, then who will support us?
Well,
so
absolutely.
Tell me about your new venture, brother. Tell me about what's going on.
And so Ranch 125 is the name. Everybody's always asking, where'd you get the name? So I wanted to go with the little kind of the ranch vibe, and then of course the number, the address is 125 East Concho. So that was all the brainstorming that went into that. I explained it to people and they're like, oh, that's it. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's it. But yeah, it's I've thought about opening a place, over the years and whatnot, and it was the right time, the right opportunity presented itself, and I mean, it's a great venue, man. It's I think we fit like close to 500 people in there. There's the capacity, the occupancy. So
it's got great restrooms.
Yeah, right.
How I am about that, man. It pisses me off. I was like, what do you mean I have to go to the outhouse? This is your club?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about when you said that. Now I remember what you're talking about. We ain't going to say no names.
Nope.
But yeah, man, it's so like I said, the opportunity presented itself. I've been thinking about it a lot. And I said, let's do it. I'm really excited. There's been a lot of buzz. We posted a few things here and there. One of my posts, I wasn't too specific, so people apparently were already trying to show up one Friday night.
Oh my goodness!
Because I thought it was open, man. I was like, oh no, it's not open yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, there's a lot of buzz. I think it'll do really good. It's something different from everything else in San Angelo. I want like a dance hall vibe. You know what I mean? It's got a great dance floor in there. There's not really anywhere people can go to like actually dance, whether it's Tejano country, whatever the case. So, I just want to bring that in, focusing on, safety and a good time. I want everybody to be safe, everybody have a good time. So that's what we've, put a lot of effort into. And so, really excited, man.
Yeah, it's the evolution of entertainment in San Angelo. I know for those of you that have not been to San Angelo or, they know it, it's actually the conduit. If you're going from San Antonio or Houston or San Angelo to Dallas or from Dallas down south, it is Highway 87. You're going to pass through San Angelo. We're the conduit for it. And we're 100 miles away from Abilene, from Midland, Odessa, from Lubbock, Texas. And so we're surrounded by a lot of big cities. But I tell you what, San Angelo has like the vibe, the Fifth Street in Austin. There's a lot of bars down there, but those are bars. You can walk in and, there's not a lot of dance room. The entertainment is mostly DJ and music and everything else, but there's not a lot of place for people to go out there and enjoy themselves. And plus also get some good food. And, you also have a kitchen there,
A huge kitchen, man. Yeah, we're working on a menu, I guess, right now. But we want to go with like hearty meals, again, keeping with that ranch vibe, whether it's like ribs, a few other things. But and I have to give you credit for this, but we want a good menu with catchy names. So,
you need that catchy name because it'll stick in your head, man. And people just want to order stuff just because it sounds cool.
Right. Yeah. So that's another part of it. We want to, because of that, we think we'll be able to we'll be open 7 days a week, 11 to 2 every day, Monday through Sunday, so, but we want that's the plan, to have a really competitive food menu as well, so that those off days during the day, lunchtime, all that stuff, we can still, generate some revenue, get some people in there, take advantage of that. Because, it's a huge kitchen. We've even had some talks later on down the road, maybe even do some catering out of there, so there's that possibility also. So, but it'll be good. We won't have to rely on like, food trucks or anything else to come in and provide food, because, people start drinking and they get hungry, and, so if we can do, kill two birds with one stone right there, man, and it'll be great. So yeah. It's kind of bar and grill, restaurant type atmosphere during the day, nightclub, dance hall at night. So.
Well, the beautiful thing is it's a great location. There's lots of good parking. Yep. It's not in the shadows. Well lit parking, which is really awesome. Yeah. Actually, the crime in San Angelo is kind of low. It's not a very crime-ridden place. Yeah. Especially in your area, it's really, really good. And you know what? I'm really proud of what you're putting together, brother. I see your vision. We've talked about it quite a bit, and I'm really excited about what's going to happen there. And I hope to be associated with it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Man, yeah. And I will tell you this: you've never disappointed. You've always put on a great show. You have great music selection, and you and we carry a moniker of DJ, but we are true DJs. We mix. We don't just hit play.
Right, yeah, man. Heck yeah, dude.
So that's not a throwing shade on some other people, but you know who you are.
Right. No, and we have talked about it, and that's something I've been giving a little bit of thought to. I want you to take your show there, man.
Yeah, that would be great.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, but I think that would be awesome for both of us, man. I think it would, for all parties involved, man. I think it'll be really good, and we've got an amazing sound system in there. So I know sometimes you bring in some special guests and whatnot, and if maybe we can turn it into like a interview slash small performance or something. When you bring
Yeah.
your people in, and we'll
That's
have everything.
that's
Man.
the one thing you can count on with the Hano artists. They always want to perform.
Yeah.
That's one thing. But you
Yeah.
know what? It's going to be at Ranch 125. It's 125 on Concho Street in San Angelo. Great parking. There's going to be food. There's going to be drinks. Tell us what target date are we looking at, man?
We're actually looking at possibly this coming like a week. This coming Friday.
Okay.
I remember what day it was, but yeah. So this coming Friday.
Well, you
at
guys,
the earliest.
yeah, you guys know that I'll be running commercials for it. So just be listening to the radio station and what's going to come up. And at least B says, I already had my beer, had me a beer, and I have some carnitas. Get some carnitas.
Throw that on the menu. We just got to come up with a catchy name for it.
There you go.
Bees Carnitas. There we go. Right?
But yeah, no, yeah, guys. That's how we help each other. We have to support each other. We support our businesses, local businesses, of course. I mean, we don't want to go to these big companies. They don't care. They don't know who you are. I guarantee you, Chris is going to know your name, and it's gonna be great music, and it's not going to be boring and bland because it's going to be the same thing over and over again. And you play everything. That's the one thing that I love about what you do. Everything from rap all the way to country and Tejano and everything else in between. So, brother, I wish you the very best, man. Thank you so very much for giving me some time, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely.
And
yeah.
hopefully we'll do a show there from Ranch 125 in
Oh, yeah.
San Angelo, Texas.
125 East Concho.
Yeah, be looking out for us. We're looking out for that place, that opening, and I'll be sure to be announcing it. So support your people in your
Please,
areas.
please,
That's how you do
please,
it, man.
please. Appreciate you.
All right, hasta luego. We're going to put
Take
you
care.
on pause for the guys, and hopefully get Roger Velasquez over here in a bit. Bye. All right, all right. It's Indio on the radio, and we're bringing you the one, the only, one of the namesakes of Tejano music. One of the guys that can put it down, has been putting it down for a good long time. The one and only, Mr. Roger Velasquez.
Hey, what's going on, Indio?
Just here, brother. How you been, brother?
I'm doing good, brother. Just here enjoying this weather, this breezy weather here in San Antonio at Civic Park.
Hey, bro. Isn't it better than yesterday? Because it was so hot yesterday.
It was very dusty too, man.
Yeah.
When we got home, we had so much dust on us. It looked like I hadn't showered in a month. It was bad. It was really dusty yesterday.
Yeah, so, and I was dusty. And my brother, he called me. He's like, "Hey, bro, what are you doing there?" I was like, "Man, I feel crappy, man. It was so hot outside. I got all this dust and dirt on me." And he goes, "What happened to Mr. Indian?" And I was like, "Dude, we're both Indian." He goes, "I know, bro, but you're supposed to embrace the world." And I was like, "Not this world."
we weren't prepared for that for all that dust.
It's like I'm old, bro. I like air conditioning.
I know that's right. Yeah.
So
whenever we can get it.
Yeah, that's right. No, it was. I mean, it was for what it was. At least we were able to move forward. So Roger, man, I was waiting for the crowd to die down over at your booth, man, and talk to you, man. You're a busy man. You've got a lot of stuff going on. You got a big catalog for those people that have been living on a rock for a long time that don't know.
I like the way you say that.
Sorry, bro.
But yeah, since 2018, we won the Latin Grammy for Best Tejano Album with my album Tex-Mex Funk, and since then it's just been like a whirlwind. 2018 the Grammy, and 2019 we were honored by the state of Texas by Governor Greg Abbott and also Mayor of San Antonio, Mayor Ron Nirenberg, and council chambers, and also in of 2019 they summoned us to Washington D.C. for the Latino Coalition's legislative summit, and they awarded us a Ganas Award there, alongside of Vicente Fernandez, who got the Lifetime Achievement Award at that same event, that same legislative summit. And then after that, I put out an album. As a matter of fact, we put it out the day before they shut the world down in 2020, March 2020. That was my Vision 2020 album. And that was bittersweet because it was such a good album, and it followed the Grammy Award-winning album. But I mean, it is what it is, and the album has done really, really well. We won Video of the Year in 2022 with a song off of that record called Amor del Otro Lado, which is doing really well in Monterrey, Mexico, and all over. That one was produced and directed by my good friend Jesse Borrego from it was in Blood and Blood Out, better known as Quisito, and he stars in the video as well.
Valentin is right next to us.
Yeah. Valentin's right here, hanging out. Yeah, selling all kinds of stuff over here. Yeah. Blood and Blood Out memorabilia. But it's life has been good. Life has been good to me. I was reflecting on all the achievements, everything that we've done with this new band, with the Latin Legends, and before in the 90s, early 90s, I was lead singer for the Latin Breed, and I did an album with them, Born to Play, which had about 2 or 3 subsequent albums. The Reunion album, the Original Masters album, Quince Éxitos, and I'm on the cover of all those albums. I'm actually on the cover of more Latin Breed albums than most of the Latin Breed singers, which is crazy, But
and Jay was one of the singers of the Latin Breed.
Yeah. Him and I, we both did one album each, but they've made so many albums out of those 2 albums. As a matter of fact, the Original Masters, they did the whole album that Jay did and the whole album that I did. It's on one album. And then the Reunion album has 4 songs that Jay did, 4 that Sonny did. Jimmy, and then 4 that I did. And so, life has been good. God is good, all the time. And the Lord has wonderful, marvelous things for us that we can't even imagine. So, I'm looking forward to the future. And with my band, the Latin Legends, we're supposed to be performing here at Civic Park in San Antonio, Texas for the Tejano Music Award Fanfare on Sunday, the 16th at 7 p.m. So looking forward to that and other things in the future. I'm working on a new album, been writing for the last year or so, and we're getting ready to go in the studio. So I'm excited about that.
That's pretty awesome. Actually, I have a show that I do on Sundays. It's called Should Have Been a Bigger Hit, and it's about because I buy the albums. I don't buy singles. I buy albums, and I do buy singles, but back in the day, I would buy the album and I would listen to all of it, not just a couple of songs. I would listen to everything, and I know a lot of music, and I have a lot of your music, and people are like, that was Roger Velasquez, because back in the day, you would record 10 songs and you only did 2 releases out of each album, you know?
Yeah.
And they were really good music, really good songs.
The whole record, yeah.
The whole thing was great.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, and I ask this to a lot of people.
Sure.
What song that you did on one of your albums that didn't get released or that didn't get the push that you wanted, that you wish would have gotten more push?
Well, there's a song on the Visión 2020 album, and it's called Leyes del Amor. And that's a really good song, old school style, horns, real jazzy, ranchera, and nobody plays it. I mean, maybe there's a few people that have streamed it, on the platforms, but I really like that song, and I'm surprised that it didn't get it didn't make the impact that I had expected it to. But yeah, it's called Leyes del Amor, and it's on the Visión 2020 album. Roger Velasquez and the Latin Legends, Visión 2020, Leyes del Amor.
Yeah, actually, here, let me see. I'm trying to log into my thing real quick. Just a second. Log into my. What's up, Mixing Mark from Puro
I'm
Peo?
falling apart here.
Oh, hold on. Guys, you help him with the headphones, please?
There we go. You think I'd never worn a pair of headphones in my life?
Well, no. The thing is that these are studio headphones.
Yeah, they're good.
I brought them, and the thing is that because there's so much noise.
Noise canceling.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I don't. A lot of artists, they really do like it because they don't have to scream.
Yeah, no, they're great. They're good headphones.
Yeah,
Who makes these?
I don't know. Onita, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's Onita. So, yeah.
Really good quality.
But yeah, that's the one thing with these things, every time I've gone to events and everything else, I think that's why most of them come to me, because they don't have to scream.
Yeah.
And they're performing later on and they don't have to scream because
you know what? I like that question that you asked me about, of the albums, what songs haven't gotten attention. And you know what? Come to think of it, the new album, Roger Velasquez and the Latin Legends, Buena Vibra. It's not a Tejano album per se, but it's a Latino album, and it has a lot of good music. It has cumbia, and it has bolero, and it has bachata and salsa, stuff like that. But I'm surprised that the Tejano community has not embraced it because it's such a great album. Yeah, that's Leyes del Amor. Sounds like a big band jazz tune, right, when it starts. Yeah, that's a good tune.
That's the simple the sample part. I'm just giving you a sample. Tune into the next Should Have Been a Bigger Hit, and I guarantee you it's going to be on there.
Yeah. Off of the new album, they're playing a song Pajarito Colorado. That one gets some play. Also, a song called Algo No Está Bien, a cumbia. That one's got some play. But there's a bolero on that record called Mentira, and it has real strings. The arrangements and the quality of the recording are head and shoulders above anything I've heard, out of these parts. But just the quality of that album and the music, it's all original. All the writing they're original songs. They're all my songs. So that
I think one of the things that I love about your music, and it's kind of like drawing a parallel to a very good friend of mine, Rick Valderrama, is the structure, the structure of the music that y'all use. It's very broad and it's very orchestral. It's not.
Yeah, it's orquesta.
Yeah, it's not.
Orquesta tejana.
Yeah, it's not minuscule. It's not small.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I love about Rick is the horn play and the harmonies.
Yeah. He comes from the Valderrama family, La Patria.
Yeah.
And his dad, they were heavy with the harmonies, kind of reminiscent of the old Conjunto Bernal type of style, but with orquesta.
Right.
Conjunto Bernal was a conjunto, and it had the voices, Chacha Jimenez and songs that, people like that brought that harmonization, and La Patria, the Henry Valderrama, was all about the harmonizing just like that. So that's where he gets it from. He gets it from his roots, from his father.
Yeah, and so, but yours is more like it's more on vocal study than it's structured around just a single vocal, but pitch perfect, and it's not a monotone, because sometimes singers are very monotone and they just stay within one key.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm a songwriter and arranger.
Yeah.
And I come from my roots. My Tejano roots is the Latin breed. So you're going to hear a lot of harmonization in the horns as well as the vocal. And being a lead singer from the Latin breed, in the line of Jimmy Edward and Adalberto Gallegos and Jay Perez, and we're I don't know, I guess you would call us like crooners, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of real vocalists,
It's easier for you to hit the point of the song or the emotion.
Well, my dad was a big Javier Solis fan and grew up in the Época de Oro, and I would hear him sing in the mornings. Every morning he would sing in the shower, and he had such a beautiful voice. And I guess that old school is where I get my style of singing from, listening to my dad and that old Javier Solis style of Época de Oro type vocals.
Yeah, that's it. Tu amigo Pete says, hey, I hope everyone's having a good time. And he says, I have to check that one out. See, I told you, bro. All I got to do is play it.
There you go.
Love that one. And Borrado Lopez, DJ, he's my buddy, my good buddy DJ from Houston, Texas. He says, hey, hello, mister. I like it. And he goes, hey, my brother, how's it going? Still spending those tunes? Yeah, we're still doing the best that we can, man.
Yeah.
But it's for me, you have to understand that I do, I'm Native American, so Spanish, I learned it in college. And, I fell in love with the music because of my wife. She's first generation American. She's from a Mexican American family. But, I listen to music first. I listen to the music first, and then I translate the lyrics later. But I understand the structure. I hear the structure, and that's what I fall in love with first. And I can decipher a lot of different things, but that's really what I hear from your music, the construction as well.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I really do. That's a huge compliment, man. It really is, because most people, they don't, somebody's got to tell them to listen to something, and then they listen to it. And it doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily something that's musically well done, or it's not even musical. A lot of times in this day and age, but a person that can hear a sound and dissect it and analyze it and come up with with a description like you just did, of being complex and being a little bit more of elevated music. That's what I like to call my music. Like it's Tejano, it's elevated Tejano music.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But when you listen to the new record, Buena Vibra, it's that record has about 6 songs that have real strings, and the arrangements. I did all the arranging, and with a couple of my friends that did some of the arranging. My musicians they're all professionals. They all have their master's degrees in music, and one of the guys that helps me arrange the salsa is a former member of the Fania All Stars. Do you know who that is?
Oh, yeah.
Celia Cruz, Tito Puente, Willie Colon, Johnny Pacheco. They all come from Fania, from that record label. Well, when we were in Vegas getting the Grammy, he was in Puerto Rico being honored by the Senate of Puerto Rico as a recording member of Fania All Stars. And then I have Al Gomez, who he plays with the Texas Horns, and he's an incredible one of the best trumpet players that ever came out of San Antonio. Lee Sparky Thomason, he's another cat that he teaches the jazz and heads the jazz big band, Temple Jazz Orchestra. He's got his own jazz group there in Austin. And I mean, just all the guys are just incredible musicians. I mean, top of the line, top notch, cream of the crop musicians, man. So that's what you hear when you listen to a Roger Velasquez and the Latin Legend records. You're listening to quality, So yeah.
It's a picture time.
My record label president had to come over here and
make sure
take some
we tag
pictures.
this one.
Make sure I'm not flirting with
anybody else.
Yeah.
I got evidence.
No, I'm doing business. Talking to India over here. But you know what, man? So I'm so glad that that you asked for this interview, because I like talking to people who know what real music is and have an appreciation for it. You'd be surprised a lot of times people want to interview me. They have never even heard my music. They don't even know who I am or what I've done or what I've achieved. But yet there'll be somebody next to me who has done absolutely nothing, and they can pay you to play their music, and people flock to them. And it's like, I'm like, wow, man, what am I doing wrong? But that, it takes all kinds. It takes all types. I know Tejano is going through a transitional phase right now, and it's not the Tejano that I grew up with. Well,
I think part of the problem, not part of the problem, but I think part of the evolution is what happened. First of all, people misunderstand a lot of things. I think we need a re-education of Tejano people and Tejano artists in general. Not the older ones, the younger ones, because of the fact that, remember, what happened to Tejano, the biggest hurt that happened to Tejano wasn't the people, wasn't our appeal, it was actually the distribution. When World Records was no longer able to distribute our CDs, the cassettes, everything else, because of their downfall.
I understand. A friend of mine, well, the album I did with The Breed was under Capital EMI Records, and they're worldwide. A friend of mine, my compadre, Anselmo Leal, he was in Turkey on tour with Patsy Torres, and he bought the Latin Breed album that I was on in Turkey.
Yeah.
And then another friend of my dad said, "Hey, hey, guess what? I'm here on Fifth Avenue in New York City, and Roger CD is right there. He's right there on the cover." And I'm like, that's the power of those major record labels. And they got when Selena passed away, and there was a lot of things that happened during that time. And they were all in San Antonio. They all had offices here, and they were all pushing Tejano worldwide. After that tragic incident, they all left and left Tejanos to fend for themselves.
Yeah, but it's also during that change, from CDs, when the distribution bottom fell out, because we got to remember that the record companies, yes, they were putting a lot of money into it, They were producing the CDs, but without having somebody to put it into the stores, because that's what I'm talking about.
They had the distribution power.
Well, no,
They still do.
but they weren't the ones that were actually putting them in the stores. There's a distribution company that does that for them.
Sure.
That's what fell through. Though that company, they had a monopoly in it, and they were the ones that bottomed out.
Right.
And when they bottomed out, we didn't have that connection from them to the store anymore.
Right.
And then when we didn't have them to the store anymore, so then they became a glut. So we didn't have that music.
Well, you know what? The same thing happened to disco.
Yes.
Remember, disco was so big.
Yeah.
And then the rock and roll world started the Disco Sucks campaign.
Yeah.
And they just ended disco.
And what's
That's crazy
what's
that they're
crazy
able to
to
do
me,
that.
what's crazy to me, the music that came after it, like for the next 10 years,
Yacht rock.
almost all of the yacht rock. Look at the top 20 songs of yacht rock. Like I guarantee you, like 18 of those songs were written by the Bee Gees.
Maybe so, yeah.
And they were
Christopher Cross and Michael McDonald
but they were
and
all,
the Pacaro brothers from Toto. They were writing and recording. Like those guys were writing songs for Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones.
but they were
Man in the Mirror and other songs. Toto, the guys from Toto wrote those songs. So, I mean, the influences it was a clique of the same cats. Christopher Cross, he was writing a lot of stuff too.
They were doing the disco, and all they did was okay. Well, we'll just play it. They still had disco elements.
Yeah.
It's just that they just called it something else, and people were like, oh my gosh, it's not disco. That's why we love it
The
so
cool
much.
thing about disco is that it had a lot of R&B because back in that day in the 70s, blacks were only allowed to do soul music.
Right.
They couldn't get on the white radio stations.
Right.
So they were, no matter who they were, like I saw a documentary about Luther Vandross, and no matter how incredible, who he sang with, what songs he wrote for what artist, they would not put him on the same level as Lionel Richie, who recorded with Dolly Parton or like Diana Ross, Barbara Streisand, and all this. Luther Vandross was not allowed to do that, and he was such an incredible talent. I saw this documentary on him. You got to check it out if you can. There's a lot of information there, man, about how these things work. But disco had soul people, music people. It had white people. It had like Leroy Gomez. It was a Latino doing that kind of music. So it was, it had a lot of different elements and different walks of life that were contributing to that style, But I mean, who knows what it would have turned into if they had allowed it to flourish and evolve. The same thing with Tejano.
Yeah.
Whatever the problem is, whatever the issues were or are, they're not allowing Tejano to evolve. Tejano has regressed.
Yeah.
It's gone back to the conjunto basic bajo sexto acordeon thing, which when we were making Tejano music, there were bands like Little Joy La Familia, Tortilla Factory, Ruben Ramos, Latin Breed. All of these bands were elevating Tejano to another level of music, almost on the same level. Bob Gallarza was a big arranger at that time in the late 80s, early 90s, and he was doing stuff, other level music, man. I mean, if you know Bob's music.
Yeah.
But for some reason,
Rene was on American Bandstand.
Rene,
Yeah.
Rudy T, Sonny Osuna, these
But I
guys
think
in the 60s.
What I was trying to say though is that once that bottom fell out, and
Man, we're too old, brother. We're going all the way back to the 60s and 50s and 60s here, man. And, the kids nowadays, they don't care.
yeah, no, but what I was saying about that was
They said, Bad Bunny and like Grupo Frontera. They're a Tejano band.
well, they call themselves.
Well, they're from the Valley.
Texas.
They're from Texas,
But that's-
but they meet Edgar Barrera, super producer, super writer, who's one of the biggest producer writers in the world right now, globally. And he says, you know what? I think I can do something with these guys. I want to help them out. And now they record with Bad Bunny, Shakira, Karol G. I mean, they're just another Tejano band, but
they call themselves.
They're
they
not
don't call
Tejano
it- they-
anymore.
They don't call themselves Tejano. But here's the deal with them. Well, let me finish what I was saying about the Tejano industry. What happened was once the CDs were not available as quickly as they were before, Then CDs became a non-element because that's when MP3s came in and people were getting MP3s. It became digital, and then the bottom fell out of CDs. Everybody suffered.
Yeah.
Everybody, every genre suffered because it was no longer CDs. Everybody wanted the MP3s.
Well, guess what? They're coming back.
Yes.
CD's coming back because automobile makers like Lexus,
Yeah.
they're putting CD players in all their cars.
And-
Because guess what? If you have a car with no CD player, they can put you one. But guess how much? $4,000 to $8,000 for
it's-
to get CD player in
and
your car.
it's a status symbol now, you know.
Yeah.
I mean the iPad. I mean not the iPad, but the Sony Walkman.
Yeah.
$2,000 you can get
You
it.
need to call me so we can do a proper interview with no noise, just
Yeah,
us, you and me
actually, that's
talking
what we're
about
gonna
it.
do. Yeah,
Because I
we
see
can
we
do
got
that.
a line over
Yeah,
here
we
of
got a
people
line.
that
We
are
gotta
trying
go.
to.
All right, guys. He says I'll call you guys. I'll call you guys in the class X section. You guys
This
are
is
on
just a
shot.
preview. This is just a preview of the real interview to come.
Roger
All right.
Velasquez. By the way, he's going to be performing here today at the main
Tomorrow.
tomorrow at the Civic stage here.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. It's next to the convention center. Be sure you come and check it out. He's got some merch here. He's got a table here. You can go ahead and buy that. And then also be checking out for his music that's coming out as well. His music is out. He's got an album out right now, but he's working on some more music coming out. And if they need to get a hold of you, how can we do that, brother?
RogerVelasquez.com. You can reach out to me. There's a way to contact me there, or you can email me at vdiscos, that's VDISCOS at live.com, vdiscos at live.com.
There you go, brothers. I'm going to put you on a pause for just a little bit and get another artist right after this. All right. Indio on the radio, live on Cubo Radio. And guess what? We're also live on 7 different live streams, social media streams. We're also live on Cubo Radio. We're also live on Tejano TV. On Cubo Radio. Cubo TV. On Roku TV, you know what the deal is. I'm tired, guys. It's hot out here. It's windy. But I have a very good friend of mine all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada, the one and only Veronica La Consentida. Say hello, girlfriend. How you
Hello, everybody.
You can hold it in your hand so that way you don't have to lean it.
Okay. I'm Veronica La Consentida, an artist from Las Vegas, Nevada.
I know Las Vegas. I said Las Vegas, the city. The
I
big
gotta
city.
say Nevada porque hay un Las Vegas, New Mexico también.
There's like 7 Las Vegases in the
Okay.
United States.
Oh, okay. So Nevada, the city of lights.
Yeah, there's a lot of Las Vegases, but you know what? I am so proud of you because you have. When we talked, remember when we first met, you were working on one song,
Yes. One.
and you had started on your video,
Yes.
And now, where are you, girlfriend? Where are you now?
I am 10 tracks, brand new album, released it already on all digital platforms, hitting the charts, and working on my second album. Got 3 songs almost complete for a second album that will hit the stores soon.
And videos?
Videos, we got a lot of videos, lots of videos. Look for me on YouTube, Veronica La Consentida. You'll see some different kind of videos. I love producing videos and giving lots of creative ideas.
And you've got one of the best stock of merch. We talked about this before the show. She's got great merch. She's got great merch everywhere. It's so awesome. It's so
Thank you.
wonderful. And you know what? I'm so proud of you. I'm so honored to call you my friend.
Oh, you know, we hit it off right away, right? Like we had talks, we had chats, and you really like gave me a lot of inspiration, a lot of advice, and it was wonderful.
And you didn't listen to a word I said?
No, not one.
Just because it was better for you?
You're like, but you didn't listen to not one thing I told you.
But it was the best thing to do.
But it was a great chat.
Yeah, he didn't know Jack.
I think this is why we get along, because
I
we
know.
just understand each other,
Right?
you know?
Okay, sweetheart. So, are you performing anytime soon?
I already performed here. Tomorrow I'll be performing at the Market Square at 12:30 at the San Saba stage. And I will actually be presenting my song America's Glory at that show. And just a few of my other stuff that I did before I crossed over to Tejano.
Yeah, and one of the things that I was really stressing that when you first came on my show the very first time, I said, she's new to Tejano music, but that doesn't mean she's a new artist. It's not like she woke up in the morning and she says, oh, I want some coffee and some tea and some toast.
And
I think I
some
wanna
jelly. Don't forget the jelly on
and
the
some
toast.
jelly, and I think I want to be a Tejano artist. It didn't happen that way. She'd been singing for a long time. She's already got skins on the wall. She wanted to try a new genre, and she was very good at it. And
Thank you.
And she's got a great heart. She's got a great show.
Thank you.
Always putting stuff together, you know. And,
Yes.
and you know, you've won the hearts of a lot of a lot of other Tejano artists, Tejano bands. You know, I could mention several of them that have helped you out as well, which is really awesome, and it shows your drive and your wanting to do more and to be part of it. You don't get accepted into this industry so well if your heart wasn't sure.
Yes, and that's what I love about this culture, about this industry, that it's all about the heart. And I love that. I love that they see the passion, that it's not about other things, you know, and I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay. I'm honored to be able to jump right in and get so much love. I seriously am very humbled by that. And I'm going to do the best I can with all my heart, like I said.
And one of the things that we've talked about and we've worked on back and forth and everything else, and that's trying to bring Tejano to Las Vegas.
Yes,
you know?
and that is a big passion of mine as well.
And you know, I've had people question it and everything else, and I said, hey, nothing good comes right away. It has to be earned, and it's much sweeter when it's over struggle, because then the victory is so much sweeter then.
Yes.
And you know, and that's the way it's going to be, and then that's why we're gonna keep plugging along.
Yes, keep plugging along, keep holding me up when I fall, you know, because it is a struggle. Las Vegas doesn't want to, well, at least like the regional Mexican market doesn't want to open up to any other kind of music. And, you know, we're more of a bilingual culture, and it's just not something that they're familiar with, you know. So I am promising to everybody that I am going to keep going. I'm not going to give up until we have a venue out there that has Tejano music.
And it will happen.
Thank you.
With that being said, sweetheart, if they want to get a hold of you, if they want to get your merch, how can we do that?
Yes, go online. I have a website, www.veronicalaconsentida.com. I also have a bunch of Facebooks. I look at all of them. I may not get to it quick. I use one more than all of them, but I do get in there and check them. So connect with me on Facebook. I have a TikTok. Everything under Veronica La Consentida, that's pretty much mine.
And she's got a lot of them. I'm just kidding. She's going to be performing at Springfest. At Springfest over there in La Villita, the Market Square, which is the original location for Fanfare. And then also be checking her out. She's got a lot of stuff coming out. She's got a great album that's out right now. Always be looking out. That's the way that's how you support your favorite artists. You go to their shows, you buy their merch, and I'm telling you, there's nobody better that you can support than the one and only Veronica La Consentida,
Thank you.
because she's just a true gem. I love her to death, and I put my full support behind her, and we need to have you back on the show. I know we've talked
I
about it
know.
before. It's just that we really need to solid that out, man. Put that
Yeah,
solid-
we
put it
do,
in,
because
so-
I love being on your show.
Thank you so very
And
much.
I want everybody to really, listen to your show, support you, because you have an awesome show. You really do. It's awesome.
It's just pictures of me sleeping and my toes.
And your toes with happy faces with a marker. No,
All
I
right,
started
guys.
picturing that. That's why.
Right. Ooh. So, with that being said, we're just gonna go. All right, guys. We're gonna see you next time. We're gonna put you on hold just for a little bit, get another artist over here. But don't forget to support the Hound of Music. The best way to do it is go to the shows, buy their merch. The one and only Veronica La Consentida.
Thank you.
Right
Thank
here.
you so much for
And,
having me here
be
today.
checking her out, and we'll be right back after this.
All right.
Go Radio. We are live on Cubo Radio. We are live here at Fanfair. Live on 7 different streaming media. We're live on Cubo Radio. We are live on Cubo TV. And I'm live here with 2 of the youngest artists in Tejano and Conjunto music. The one, the only, Las Bellas, Camila and Bea. Girls, say hello.
Hi. Hi, I'm Camila. And I'm Bea. And we are the Divas.
Las Divas. I said I called you Camila, and you know what? I screwed it all up. Let's start over. Hello. No, just kidding. That's cool. How y'all doing, ladies?
Good.
Good. Oh, y'all answer at the same time? So even when you sing, and you giggle at the same time. That's cool too. All right. So are y'all performing today?
No, tomorrow at 12
At
noon.
12 o'clock, but you're here to do the merch. Are you selling merch?
Are we selling merch? Are we selling merch?
Are you doing autographs?
We got shirts. We got shirts.
All right. So just remember that they're going to be performing tomorrow. Where are you going to be performing at?
Civic Stage. Right here.
Civic
At the Civic Stage. It's the largest stage here at Fanfair. It's right next to the convention center. That's where you need to go to check them out. And let me tell you something. These girls, the fact that they're performing. How old are you guys?
13.
13 years old. You know what I was doing when I was 13? Sleeping. And you know what else I did? That's it. Just sleep and go to school and then go back and sleep. That's it. I didn't have any life goals. I'm going to cry, man, because that didn't do anything. Okay. So anyway, y'all got, so how's it been going with y'all, man?
Good. We're in the studio a lot.
Yeah?
Yes.
So what's the next song that's coming out for y'all? What kind is it?
Lo busqué.
No. What kind of song is it?
It's kind of like country. Yeah.
Like a country song?
Yes.
Are you excited about it?
Yes.
So is it like a fast country, slow country? Well, give me an example of what kind of country song it's going to be.
It's kind of slow.
Kind of slow? So what kind of song type do you like to do?
Any type, like mariachi, conjunto.
So you like them all?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. So I know I've seen y'all guys perform. Y'all guys you guys keep evolving, and that's what's to be expected because y'all guys are young, and y'all guys have an immense amount of talent. I'm proud of the fact that y'all guys are doing what you're doing, and I'm so proud that y'all guys have continued doing the same genre of music because it's harder to kind of bounce around and everything else, and then you lose sight of it. But if you continue with the same type of music that you do, then it helps you grow and it helps you be better at what you're doing, and then you become more proficient. But the fact that y'all guys are doing what you're doing and you're growing, you're doing so well. I mean, that's really something that y'all guys should be proud of. So, have y'all had any? What are the kids at school telling y'all?
Not a lot of kids know that we sing because we're very quiet at school.
Yeah. So you don't tell your kids? I would tell everybody. I'd be like at lunch, you need to buy my lunch, fool. I just released an album last week. You better carry my books. Or something like that. You don't tell them that?
No.
No, well, y'all aren't like me then. No, that's cool. I mean, but what does grandma and grandpa say?
They love listening to our music.
Yeah?
They support us. Yes.
Do you get to sing to them at do they make you stand up and sing at a restaurant or something? Hey, mija, I want another beer. Sing a song for them. Do they do that? No, of course not. No, that's good. So, I mean, right now, have you expected, or is this where you expected to be from last year?
No.
No. I mean, y'all guys have done so much. I remember seeing y'all last year, and actually, I talked to y'all. Y'all were leaving the radio gala last year, and I was like, "Hey, look at those girls and everything else," and I was like, "Wow," I was really impressed. But I didn't get to talk to y'all. But I've heard your music. A good friend of mine, Hilda Peña, has already interviewed y'all, and I've got to listen to your music and watch y'all, grow from afar. And I was really impressed. And I'm really I'm really excited for y'all guys. I've been doing this for a long, long time. I'm like old. I went to prom. I took my wife to prom on a dinosaur. That's how old I am. It's like it was me and Moses. We were together. We double dated. Okay, if they don't know my jokes, they're not laughing, and it's not cool, man. Come on, guys. So, no, but I'm really proud of y'all guys. It's really awesome to see y'all getting together. What do y'all hope to do in 10 years? Where do y'all hope to be in 10 years?
We continue to do music. That's what we want to do.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you want to stick with doing the kind of music that you're doing today?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, what's your favorite song that you've done so far?
I don't know. There's a lot.
You like them all?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to pick a favorite one. You're gonna run into one of those favorite ones. Let me ask you a question. Since you're young, and I know this is a hard question to answer, maybe, but have you ever realized that when you're singing a song, you're on stage and you're singing your music, that somebody may kiss for the very first time listening to y'all sing? Somebody may hold their girlfriend's hand for the very first time listening to y'all sing. Have y'all thought about that?
No.
That's a pretty powerful thing, you know? That's what music does. Music is eternal. It's pretty awesome. And you know, that's the power that you have. The power of music, the influence. And I believe that every artist puts some of their heart into every song that they do, or else they wouldn't release it. They do it because they love it, you know? And that's pretty awesome that y'all are so young and still willing to do that. And so I want to say thank you for doing that. And thank you for being here. And if you need any help, I am here for you guys. You can just call me up and say, hey, Indio, can you play our song? And I'll be like, no, cost you $50 or a cookie. And then we'll play it.
You want to do a little song, Besito?
I'll do a little bit of it.
Hoy te vine a buscar porque ya no aguantaba. Tenía ganas de ver tu sonrisa y de ver tu mirada. Hoy te vine a buscar porque tuve el antojo de poderme mirar de cerquitas en la luz de tus ojos.
I was singing backup, but y'all didn't hear me. My microphone was turned off. You guys are awesome. Thank you so very much. It's the Las Divas. I call them
Camila y Bella Divas.
Camila de Las Divas. That's right. You know, I'm sorry I screwed it up. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired.
It's Camila and it's Bella.
Camila and Bella Las Divas. I will remember it because they're gonna be super famous like tomorrow. And I truly am grateful, y'all guys. You're welcome to come back to my show anytime that you want to, and hopefully y'all are gonna be in the stars, man. You know, don't forget that they're gonna be performing here. When is it?
Tomorrow at noon.
At noon at the Civic Stage, right next to the Convention Center. And the best way for you to support the Hana music, the best way you support your favorite artists, go to their shows and buy their merch. Now, where can we find your information?
Facebook, YouTube, tell them.
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
And what's the name? What do we look for?
Under Camila y Bella Divas. Camila with a K.
And I bet you can't say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. See, I told you. I am more powerful than they are. No, thank you so very much, guys. That is Camila y Bella Las Divas. And guys, the world is a brighter place, a better place when we have our youth supporting us in music and everything else. Support them because they are going to be our future. So thank you so very much to the girls, to the parents who are showing them the way, because it takes a village. With that being said, I'm going to put you on hold until we come back with another artist.